Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new FIFA 20 Ultimate Team video. We're doing a super skill squad today, as you can see up there. And this video is presented by EA Gamechangers. Massive thanks to EA for flying me out to Amsterdam to the capture event, where I was able to capture this footage for you guys. So let's get into it, shall we? Today's skill squad is going to feature 7 5-star skillers, and then just some other players, because you can't necessarily get one in every single spot, right? And you can't always get a 5-star skiller in there. Guys, do me a massive favor, hit that thumbs up button if you do enjoy, and of course don't forget to subscribe to the channel if this is the first video of mine that you've seen, or maybe you've seen a few but you haven't subscribed. I'd really appreciate it. I've got loads more coming your way over the next few days. So we're going to start in goal today with Thibaut Courtois, who is down to an 88 overall. I think he was a 90 or a 91 last year. So he's come down a fair old whack. He's come down a couple of ratings at least. And then we move on into the defence. This is our first 5-star skiller. We do have Marcelo. He is 81 pace, 77 defending and 79 physical. Not the greatest defender on this game, but he does have 89 dribbling and 5-star skills. We all know how good on the ball Marcelo is, and he is the first 5-star skiller that's coming into the squad today. So another run out for Carlos Alberto. I've been using this one in a few of my squads actually, just because he's a new icon. I wasn't really like that fussed about some of the other right backs on the game, and he simply works for my team, and I won't really get the chance to use him again, will I? So whilst I was at the capture event, I thought, you know what, we're going to stick him in the squad. And then of course we're using Rio Ferdinand. Middle Rio today has 80 pace, 89 defending, 82 physical, and he is 6'2". He has always been like a fairly popular centre-back on FIFA, so I thought, why not stick him in the squad today, because it could have literally been anyone. And then we have Sergio Ramos, who is actually probably the second best centre-back that I've used from the limited amount of games that I played on FUT 20 at the event. He is unbelievably aggressive, and to be fair, like when you're manually defending a little bit more, sometimes you need that little push, you know. So yeah, Ramos is second to Van Dijk in terms of my favourite defenders I've used so far on the game. So now we move into the midfield, and we do have 3 5-star skillers here. We've got 90 rated Pirlo with some luscious locks on him. He's got a very, very lovely bit of hair going on the top of his head there. He's actually been given 5-star skills. Now, I don't know if I agree with that. Yeah, he was great on the ball and stuff, but I'm not sure about 5-star skills. But we'll take it. I'll take any 5-star skiller that we can get. And then I've decided today to use the lower rated version of Zinedine Zidane. We've already used the 94 a couple times. Let's try out this 91. He's a bit quicker. He's still got the 5-star, and he's default a centre mid as opposed to the cam of which the 94 is. So we'll stick Zizou in there, and then we're gonna of course use Ronaldinho, because we love a bit of Ronaldinho. I could have used like a Pele or something here, but Ronaldinho is up there. I mean, the chance to use Ronaldinho and Zidane in the same squad is kind of mind-blowing to me, so it's like one of my dreams. So I made sure we stuck him in the team. 91 pace, 92 dribbling, just crazy shooting and passing, and of course the 5-star skills. And we know how good he weaves around defenders, don't we? And then this is what my attack looks like. It's fairly formidable. It's pretty high rated, and it features some great players. We've got Garrincha, the Brazilian icon, coming into the squad today. This is the middle version, 92 overall. I believe he does possess a 94 prime, which is pretty mad. He's got 90 pace, 86 shooting, 92 passing, and 94 dribbling, with the 5-star skill moves, of course, out on that right hand side. Then we have Neymar, 92 overall with 91 pace, 95 dribbling, 5-star. We all know how good Neymar's been in previous FIFAs. He is just going to be a beast again this year, especially with the new strafe dribbling, the new skill moves, and all of that type of stuff. If you can use this guy right, you're going to have a good time. And now, doesn't Mbappe just look absolutely brilliant? So last year he was an expensive player. I think this year he's going to be an astronomically expensive player, simply because he does look insane. He's a striker as well. Everyone's going to want Mbappe in their squad. I want him in my squad, and I don't know how long it's going to take me to afford him. But 5-star skill, 4-star weak foot, high-low work rates. That's one of the most perfect strikers that I can see from anyone. You know, out of all of the players on this game, this has got to be one of the best gold cards yards in terms of a striker on FUT 20, right? Especially off the get-go. So that right there is the squad. Now, I don't necessarily claim to be a skiller or anything. I'm no Kazooie or anything like that. And I would highly recommend checking out Alex's videos if you haven't done so already, because he has put together some good skill tutorials and stuff, and a couple of skill squads a little bit like this from the capture event as well. But what we will do is I'll try and do a few skills, and you'll see that in the gameplay today. I was actively trying to do a little bit more than usual, whether it's just a few skills that aren't necessarily 5-star. I was trying to not just pass the ball or whip the ball in from across or something. We were at least trying to make it work in a slightly more skillful way, knowing that we were using this squad with, you know, the front 6 players were all skillers. But we do get a lovely little goal there from Ronaldinho to start things off. And that actually, like, the technique he used to take that shot, it was a finesse shot, and he opens his body up and gets it over and round the goalkeeper very, very nicely. I like it a lot. But just genuinely, like, I feel like he stumbles on the ball. Do you see how his foot stops? It's almost like he chip finesses that. It's very odd, and I'm not sure if that's a new style of shot. But if it is, I want to hit a few more of them, because that seemed to work out absolutely nicely for me. Now, just to give like my overall ratings on like the players and the gameplay and stuff, whilst I was trying to be a little bit more of a skiller, there was the new setup touch right there, and then we just flick it through to Neymar, who chips the goalkeeper. That's a really nice goal, right? That's just such a nice goal. It looks so different to anything we've seen before, because obviously the setup touch is new, and chip shots have been effectively useless for a couple years now. So to see that go in, it's actually quite nice. You know, I feel like we're going to be using that shot type a little bit more this year, and I imagine they're going to be fairly effective. But yeah, anyway, going back to like my thoughts on the gameplay as trying to learn how to skill and stuff, there are a few new skill moves which I think are going to be pretty useful, that a lot of people are going to be wanting to try and use. The setup touch, which is something that you can do with anyone, or not necessarily a 5-star skiller, it's like a 2-star and above, I think, maybe a 3-star, I'm not sure, where you just sort of lay the ball off ready to strike. That's really useful. That's really important. If you get the space to do it, and you know you're not going to get tackled by the defender, it's a very, very useful thing to do. Because I was talking with Sam, one of the lead developers on gameplay, who works for EA. I was talking to him, and we got the feedback that you will get the least error possible if you do a setup touch straight into a green timed shot. You will get the best possible outcome for a shot. It will have the least error that you can possibly get, because I guess it takes the most skill. You know, to do a setup touch, you've got to get that skill move out the way. It's not difficult to do, but you've got to do that. You've got to have the space to do it. Your players then got to line that shot up perfectly and hit it green. That's when you're going to hit the best possible shot on this game. Now, right there, you saw that I did like a Balassi flick into a volley, and it went absolutely sky high. Maybe in FIFA 19, that one would have flown into the back of the net. Volleys seem a little bit more random. Sometimes they work out pretty well, and you will see a couple of crazy volleys in this video. This is a nice goal, by the way. Some nice play in the build-up, and then a little flick over from Mbappe leads to the Zidane sort of looped header, and just a poor celebration. I don't know what I'm doing there with Zizou, but hey, we'll take it. And the 91 Zidane feels very, very good on the ball as well. You know, he's going to be someone which I think a lot of people are still going to pay a good amount of coins for. But I like the flick up, and I like that Zidane had enough aggression there to beat that defender to the header. But yeah, so I was mentioning about the setup touch and stuff. That's obviously a useful thing if you can do it, and you will see me do it a few times here. Green time shots are obviously your best bet to scoring goals, but they don't guarantee anything. A couple of the newer skill moves are like the LB roulette. I'm not sure what it's called, but like you basically just do the roulette, so you know, anti-clockwise or whatever or clockwise even. You can do it both ways, I'm pretty sure. If you do that with the right stick whilst holding LB, your player does like a different kind of roulette, which is actually really quite cool. It's not necessarily super useful, but it looks cool. It's one of the skill moves that I think I'll add in just to add a little bit of flair to build-up play or something. So I did score a volley right there with Mbappe, and that one does look pretty crazy, right? You know, it was a flick over volley as opposed to like a Balassi flick volley. So maybe, just maybe, we might still have some powerful volley shots coming from simply from when you flick the ball over your head, as opposed to if you flick it up with an El Tornado or something. So So yeah, but anyway, this was a weird goal from Ronaldinho. We took the strike, we got through and took the strike with Zidane. It comes off the underside of the crossbar, gets cleared straight into Ronaldinho's path. And I mean, I'll take the goal, I'll take the volley, but it was just an odd one. There was so much like momentum of Ronaldinho running into the box that's how that one ended up flying into the back of the net. Now we scored a finesse shot here with Zidane, which I don't think was timed, but it was from very, very far out. So I don't know if it's because he's a higher rated player with very good shooting that we were able to score that, or whether or not finesse shots might be a little bit powerful. They were definitely some of the more useful types of shots that I was able to hit in game. As I score a set-up touch to green time shot, by the way, that is the perfect shot to take. You can go back, you can watch that again, but that shot from Ronaldinho right there, that is what Sam Rivera, the dev, was talking to me about, right? Make sure you do the setup touch, hit it green timed, and you can see the sort of damage that you can do to your opponent. We scored an absolute belter to end the episode off, or to end the video off here with Ronaldinho. So that was the skill squad, and hopefully maybe you learned a little bit more about the skills or what's going to be useful and stuff come FIFA 20 by the time that you guys get to play it. But yeah, it was a fun squad to use. I'm not going to lie, I really enjoyed it. I wanted my opportunity to try and use Mbappe, to use a different version of Zidane, to get Garrincha into the squad and stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, I probably won't ever really get the chance to use a crazy team like this again. However, whilst at the capture event, you take your opportunities and stuff like that to use the players that you can get your hands on. If you don't already follow me on social media, the links are down below in the description. Make sure you smash a thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Thank you for all the love and support over the last few days. I really do appreciate it. And of course, don't forget that we are just days away from the Road to Glory starting, which is when we really get kicked off with FIFA 20. So this is just this is like your hors d'oeuvres. You're getting a little bit of, it's not even the starter, all right? Maybe that's coming over the next few days, and then we'll get stuck into that main course of the Road to Glory come like the 19th or whenever it is that we can get our hands on it. Guys, thank you for watching. Have a lovely day, everyone, and I will catch you next time. Peace.